The last couple of years, it seems we've been having a couple of pandemic scares, especially after COVID-19. People swear up and down that any virus outbreak is going to be COVID part 2. And I mean, it's understandable. People are getting fired left, right, and center, and the lockdown did pretty irreversible damage to people's social skills. To this day, I still haven't recovered from the 2020 TikTok phase. Please let that era burn. We've had a lot of pandemic scares like monkeypox, malaria, and measles. And the talk of the town today is Hanta virus. Now, unlike COVID-19, Hanta virus isn't really new, being discovered somewhere in the 1950s. And it was a virus transmitted from rats to humans through the droppings, urine, and saliva of infected rats, which is basically all of New York. People walking around with 10-foot rats like it's no big deal. I'm surprised an outbreak hasn't already happened. Now you might think it's not so bad because you have to be around infected rats to get it. But unfortunately for you, through the anus strand, the virus can be transmitted from human to human. Now, chances of you actually getting the virus are pretty low, as you have to basically be around an infected person 24/7. Just stay away from New York and you'll be fine. And if you're already in New York, then there's no saving you, just be one of the rats at this point. Now, unlike COVID-19, the most people who had to worry about it were old people or young kids. Hantavirus doesn't age discriminate. It has a 40% fatality rate with no known cure. And you might be wondering, if the hantavirus was discovered such a long time ago, why is it only gaining traction now? Well, we can thank this guy, Jack Rosemarin, who got on a cruise, caught the hantavirus along with some other people, and eventually started posting about it online. Basically saying how he's human and he shouldn't be treated this way. And when people heard about it, they didn't have the greatest reaction. Oh, who am I kidding? Motherfuckers wanted the cruise to sink, but those prayers weren't answered, as the ship docked and the people were successfully quarantined. Now, as a person who's unemployed and has basically no medical knowledge besides watching The Good Doctor, I personally feel like the hantavirus has a low chance of becoming something too serious. Now, don't use this as a way to cancel me if a pandemic starts and people start dropping like flies. Unless it starts evolving like a Pokemon, we should be fine. But it looks like the hantavirus isn't the only thing we have to worry about, as the ebola virus has just been itching for a round 2 since its outbreak in 2013. A certain strand of ebola, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, so we're just going to call it the B strand, has been hitting Congo and Uganda real hard. Now when it comes to Ebola, it's already starting to look like more of a threat compared to hantavirus. As it's already turned into an epidemic, it has a 50% fatality rate. The B strand doesn't even have a vaccine, pairing with the fact it's a lot more infectious between humans. But Ebola is pretty rare, so calm down. Now before you start making plans to nuke Congo and Uganda, at the moment, its hotspots are Central and West Africa. And at the moment, it's more of an international issue than a global issue. So you can take a sigh of relief knowing that if you don't live here, you're probably gonna be okay. For now. And if you do live there, I really hope you get through this serious situation and stay at least 100 feet away from me.